And I assure you that we're open, shoe polish on our signs, cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew, you know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bring in all the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on, enjoy the cast. Hurry up, don't come in last. You know we love it, the sacred stage.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. Right before we go on air, Mike shows me something fucking hilarious, and I'm just like, with no context, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm one of 3 hosts, Christian Cortez, joined always by.
I am Michael Zapsik, the man who tries to derail this thing as much as possible, and holy shit, am I off to a great start tonight.
It's another edition of Burnt Toast.
Sitting to my right is
Jack Welsh.
What up?
What's going on?
How y'all doing?
Good. Can't complain. How about yourself?
You know, same fun stuff, different day, just remaining busy. I do want to give a special shout out to the Bodners, Joe Bodner. Well, thank you guys again for having us last week.
Oh, that was fun, right?
Space. That was
2
such
weeks
a
ago.
fun episode. But I'm now producing their yet to be titled podcast. They are starting their own.
Yes.
And I'm so excited for y'all to hear it.
They're amazing. They're fun and they're informed people. That's what I love about them. Joe's I mean, how can you call a, middle-aged, awesome, smart, successful businessman goofy? I don't mean it in that way, but he is just like this big teddy bear that
he
you want to hang out
fun with what he does.
He has a lot of fun with what he does, and he is goofy is not the word. I wish there was like a really cool word that's like, he is an interesting, funny. It's like,
there is a word for it. I'm just it's like right there.
Yes, je ne sais quoi. We don't know what it is, but
what up, everybody? What up, Christopher Hewitt, and what up, Patrick?
What's up, folks?
What up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. I like what he called what up, Stash Pack.
Stash Pack. I like
that. Right?
Yeah.
I dig that.
The Stash Pack.
What is going on at the Stash, though? You guys have been a little bit busy lately.
We're gearing up for so much going on. Black Friday's coming up. Black
Friday here is fun.
Black Friday here is going to be even more fun. We got some specials. I can tease a couple of them.
Will you please?
We're raffling something very, very special off in here. Something of considerable value. All for it's and anybody.
Mike Zapsik will not be shipped to your home. Okay,
I don't. Maybe I don't know how.
Can you fit in a 10x2 box?
I sure can.
Okay.
I don't know how they love.
Johnny would pack you up.
Yeah, that just be fucked. It's like his fucking leg won't bend that way. It's like, hey, mother, son of a guy.
Hey, yo, Mike, the shipping's expensive.
Yeah.
Sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
I'm positive.
I'm poking all holes in there.
I put a little extra water for you. All
Thank
right?
you, buddy. All right.
Jack's like, hey, you shipped out Mike? Yeah. Did you poke the hole in the box? Oh, shit, I forgot.
Think they'll do it at the post office? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. So we got that going. If you could go a little bit to Christian's, we're not going to do it, but we're putting up the Christmas tree ahead of.
I can just grab it.
No, don't do that. No, and that's balsa of fir, man. That's a beautiful tree.
It is a really nice one. I like the circular Christmas lights versus the usual design. Wait, I have the secondary camera. I'll switch it very quickly, and then let people at home.
Jing jingling, ding jingling, jing jingling, jing jingling, ding dong,
ding fries are done, ding fries are done, ding fries are done, ding fries are done.
Tong, ding, ding dong.
You know what I loved about that? For a split second, the screen was just all by face, and they heard dong, ding, ding.
Ken Jong.
And we're canceled already.
No, you get. He's awesome. That's from Community. I love that. The Christmas episode. It was great.
Well, Community and great go well in the
they sure do.
Sentence. The best TV shows ever made.
Very true.
And then Dan Harmon left.
Yes,
but then, you know what they did.
But they called that the gas leak year. So yes, and then he came back.
Then he came back.
Then he came
just
back.
as good.
Yes, it was. But we're getting ready for that. We've got some stuff going. We got some Black Friday specials going on here. Are we going next week?
I believe
I'm putting you on the spot here.
Sure, we're going.
Excellent.
Next
So we're going next week. Yeah, the wife's gonna have to. She's like, "What about Thanksgiving?" I'm like,
wait,
"We'll cater it."
We'll cater it to our show. Like
There we go.
It's all good. Oh my God! Wait, is it Thanksgiving when we do it?
Next
Next week.
Next week, buddy.
28th.
You're like,
Time
Yes.
keeps on slipping.
But the next day is Black Friday, and this Sunday, Jack and I are going down to
And if I
Collingwood.
wake up, I am too.
And yes, I should. I'm going to call you on my way down, Christian. I'm going down to Collingwood. See, I had to add that in there.
yeah.
It's just so
I'm
people
on my
know.
way. I'm in the car.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm just picking up McDonald's.
I was like,
Give him
snooze.
my address. Freaking knocks on the door. Wakes up my whole ass fam. Where are we going? Collingwood.
Is that church? Collingwood Church? No,
Flea market.
far from.
With
The-
Merlin's shop in the corner.
Oh my God, yeah, Merlin's shop.
I
Merlin's
was thinking about that
mystical.
the other day, and I still think it's one of our funniest bits.
That
Like,
was awesome.
Merlin is hiding away because of flea market.
Like amassing great mystical energies and just
and hides it
yeah,
in a dump in New Jersey.
in yeah, in a porta john.
Oh my God, I still love that. Hey, the Alarm Comics, you want to hear a pitch? It's Merlin set up a magic shop in Collins
There
Flea
you go.
Market.
That's right.
Oh,
So yeah, there's gonna be that, and yeah, we'll be down there
you're doing bags, right?
doing bags, and we're doing dollar comics.
Ooh.
Yeah, dollar comics. We've got a lot of, and that's another thing on Black Friday going through till probably end of December. We're gonna have back issue blowout, so all of our back issues 25% off, which is pretty cool.
Back
Does
issue
not
blowout.
does not include our wall books. So
That stuff. Okay.
no
Just
new stuff
exclusively.
or no wall books, and none of our current back stock.
Okay.
So
Back issue blowout.
Yeah.
I like that.
me too.
You want to get your back blown out, James and Bob's, come get your comics. I'm so stupid, y'all. I'm so sorry.
He loves this. Just apologize to your mama. Mama, I'm sorry, baby.
Say hey. Hey, Dennis. He said hey. So I said hey.
Hey back. Hey.
Hey ho.
So anyway, let's I'm just like devolving into like
It's burnt
baby,
toast again.
that's baby talk. So, dear God, now. Christian. All right, well,
I'm
at least
sorry.
there we go. It's live from the Secret Stash Eagle Time Hour. Welcome. This is awesome. So
Oh
we've
my
got,
God, I love it.
and Kevin Smith is going to be here
He is.
getting pictures with Santa Bob. Kevin is going to be decked out in all of his holiday regalia.
Get your tickets while supply
Yes, you
lasts.
can go to thesecretstashonline.com, and there are links there that can take you to our talk event. So we've got a 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and a 6 o'clock. So we'll be taking pictures with Santa Bob.
For those who haven't had the opportunity, and I know that we have quite a lot of people who have had the opportunity to go to one of these events,
Mhm.
but if you have not, they're awesome. The way that they do it is that it's block schedules, so that you come in and you hang around for how long before we kick you out?
About an hour.
About an hour
Yeah.
in here, mingle with other fans, but talk to Kevin, show him,
Buy some stuff from
buy some stuff, signatures.
No signatures, this time
time,
around.
just
No,
'cause
this
it's
is
so tight.
yeah, just because we got a very tight schedule because Kevin is also going to be doing movies. See
Yes,
a movie
he
with
is.
Kevin that night.
Yeah, and I'm personally excited about that one. We're showing the
Yeah.
Muppet movie.
Muppet
Over
movie.
at Smog Castle.
And a mystery movie, from what I understand.
Still don't know what it is. They haven't
Um,
even told me.
Wow.
I have no idea what it is.
Ernie's going to bring you something from it's rented from Blockbuster. There
He's
you go.
gonna
Put this on.
He's gonna bring me like a 16 millimeter reel and be like, "Play
Yeah.
this." I'm like, "What? Okay, sure.
Oh my god, it's
Just I'll transform into a projector and figure it out.
Yeah, Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. You know, we haven't used projectors in decades, right? Marnie? Nah, I don't care. I gotta go pop popcorn.
It's a Lost Charlie Brown special.
Oh my god, yes.
Let's bring me the head, Charlie Brown. Have any of you guys ever actually seen that? So this
No.
I know it's an obscure ass reference, but there was a. Do you know who Jim Reardon is? He's a cartoonist.
That's
Okay.
He's worked on The Simpsons, and this art piece that he did in I think it was CalArts, well, like an animation thing, was a Peanuts parody called "Bring Me the Head of Charlie Brown," and it's done in the style of the Peanuts cartoons, but it's just this whole ultra Kill Bill inspired thing. It's ridiculously funny, and it's up on YouTube if you ever get a chance to watch it. It's a gem of a little cartoon, but it's incredibly dark.
That'd be great. I would love to watch like Brown Fiction. That would be very, very
Superior
cool.
name. Brown Fiction is so good. Oh my god.
Say rock again. Say rock again, motherfucker. I dare you.
Does this say dog treat storage?
You know what they call rock in France?
I don't know. Like what?
Rock Royale with cheese. Like, where the fuck did the cheese come from? With fromage.
Oh god.
Yeah, seriously, it wouldn't be a Royale with cheese. It'd be a Royale fromage, man.
Royal fromage.
Fuck that.
That's my ska.
Judge Travolta just fucking lied to me. I just realized that. For 30 years, motherfucker's been lying to me.
Look at what you did.
Good grief. Say good grief again, motherfucker. I dare you.
I want a dub of that now. Like I want a kid to say good grief again. You motherfucker.
I would love that and just have that like, be your
My ringtone. Say good grief again. I dare you, motherfucker. Say it again.
I can probably say it again. No, I can't. I sound like
See,
yeah,
I
that's
can't do it because mine starts to sound like Michael Jackson. And then
You
it's
do,
like,
yeah, it's like, oh my
and it's
God.
like, Michael, what do you say? Say what again? I
Then
dare
I'm-
you. I double dare you.
I'm like, you racist motherfucker. Wait a minute,
Say
I can't
Thriller
do
one more
that.
time. Oh
Jesus.
my god, I'm so sorry, folks. I'm just in a giggly mood.
Yes, it's giggly.
It's been kind of like a stressful couple days. I'm just like, you know what? I was looking forward to this to just laugh and decompress a little bit. Let's see. The movie has been announced. It involves a big building in German.
Oh, cool. The Guns of Navarone. Nothing says Christmas like the Guns of Navarone, folks.
Oh my god. Wait, did you say it? Is that really what it is? Is that what we're?
I don't know.
I
I don't know. It
that
sounds,
would
it sounds
that
about
would be dope.
that'd be very
That
cool.
very-
And I would love to watch that with Kev. I think that'd be really cool.
I don't think we've actually shown that movie yet.
Damn.
That would be. I think that would be the first time. Oh, that'd be sick if that's what that is.
I think my sons Daniel and Mitch were both like 14 and like 11 when I showed them
When you showed them Die
Die Hard for the first time. Yeah,
Oh my god!
they were like,
what was
"Yeah."
their reaction?
Daniel got up and like walked out. He's like, "This is boring." I'm like, "Dude's in a goddamn air shaft. What's boring about that?"
I'm sorry. That's the wrong reaction.
I know. I raised him wrong, but now he's all right.
That's not true though. Like they've got good taste in media and
They
books and
do.
stuff
Oh my
like
god,
that.
they're amazing. Yeah.
Like that's the one thing where I'm like, these kids is dope. They know their shit just like the pops.
The really great thing about Daniel is more of a TV person. He's like, I don't want to watch a movie with you because he's like, I realize I have a low attention span. I'm like, thank you for realizing that. He's like, I dig like watching TV shows with you. You know, because we used to watch Community together. Oh my God. We would quote it back and forth. It's awesome. And I would tell him the Chevy Chase stories and he'd be like, really? He's that much of a dick? I'm like, well,
It's believable.
it's all, you know,
Wait, let me ask.
it's all anecdotal, but yes, he
What
is.
was the other show that you watched with him? I know that you
30 Rock.
30 Rock.
Oh my
and-
God, 30 Rock, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh,
So yeah, he's got quality.
he knows quality television.
Yeah, he does.
All right, when I write some TV, I'll know who I gotta go to. I'll be
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
hey man,
Daniel, this making you laugh? He's like,
no.
he's like, no, I laugh in here. I don't laugh on the outside. It's like I don't.
So Daniel, did you laugh in here?
He's like,
I did.
Yeah, a couple times. You got a couple of chuckles in here. If I burp, you can still hear the echoes.
Oh man, I'll reach out to make sure I'm like, all right, it's got an internal Daniel laugh approval.
If you got the
That
internal Daniel laugh, you're good. You're actually better than good.
That just means, all right, it's just going to instantly get greenlit. We're good. I don't need anybody else's approval or money or budget.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely. But he used to have people in his phone, like their names. He had like the Wizard of Oz with one of his friends. And Trash Goblin was his brother Mitch.
Oh, he names them differently.
Oh yeah,
on his phone?
I was Mad Dad for the longest time. Then my wife is birth giver. So and Daniel got his first phone when he was 10 because because two things. One, fucking hugely indulgent father that I am, of course. But I also didn't want to not be
in communication
exactly
with kids. Yeah,
exactly. And that's
send them out into that craziness.
Oh my God! Yeah. Not only that, but both the boys' backpacks had
bulletproof vest lining.
Yes, they did. Yes, I told you that, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Swear to God, we had we got those the bulletproof vest lining pads for the back of their so they could use it.
Yeah.
God, they never had to.
Thank God. But I want to know what my name in his phone is. And if it's just Christian, I'm going to be so disappointed.
I know, right?
Like,
because I don't even know what my new one is.
To be quite honest, I would have thought I would have been given or gifted the moniker of the Wizard of Oz. Because, like, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
You might be Fozzie Bear. I don't know.
I would love that.
Okay. Does Daniel have your phone number though?
Yeah, he has my phone.
Okay, all right, good.
I'm gonna text him and be like, "Yo, what's my name?
What's my name, biatch?" It's like, what? Who is this? Coming up as Fozzie Bear.
Say Fozzie again. I doubled it.
You motherfucker.
Oh my God, Daniel! Please tell
look
me
at
what
the
my
big
name.
bird on Christian. Sorry, folks. This is the joy in my life. Is there are certain people whose laughter to me is like the tinkling of the gods, and yeah, I mean,
my laugh? Are you kidding
your
me?
laugh is awesome.
Oh my God,
I love your laugh.
I hate my laugh.
Oh my God!
I hear back sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Oh.
I was no, never mind. We're not gonna go there. It was
well, never mind.
somewhere
Forget
where you're
it.
the voice of God. So yeah, I was just talking about that. Oh dear Lord.
So what else is going on? But I mean,
I don't know. What have we been talking about? Just absolute nonsense.
Absolute nonsense this week. Well, I think you guys have finished it. I'm 6 episodes deep.
No, I have not finished.
You have not finished.
No, because I keep piling shit onto my.
You happen to run one of the most famous comic book shops in the world.
True. That's beside the point. I do go home and watch TV. So we've been. Jules is just her white noise in the background is she puts on Chopped. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Ted Allen. I love Chopped. There's some of their celebrity judges that I can do without. I'm not naming names, but there are a couple of you motherfuckers I could do without. So she does that, and I don't really listen to it. But we went on a jag for 5 seasons of Corner Gas. Have you ever watched?
No.
Corner Gas is a Canadian. They call it the most successful Canadian sitcom ever. So, and there's an animated Corner Gas, and it's by Brent Butt. I swear to God, B-U-T-T, Brent Butt, and he owns Corner Gas, and his parents are involved, and he's in a very. It's called Dog River outside of Saskatchewan, or I don't know.
Is the comparison unfair to say it's in the vibe kind of like a Letterkenny kind of deal, or is it like
I've sort of,
or is it more
it's a little Clerks, a little Trailer Park Boys, and a little. It's not dirty or
I'm sold.
as
I like
vulgar as Clerks, which vulgarity to me is awesome. I love vulgarity. But
it. Who doesn't love a shit in the fuck?
exactly, every once in a while. Well, hopefully not in that order, but whatever. He did this to himself. So I want you to realize this.
Oh, I'm a child. I'm so sorry.
See, that laugh makes my world worth living in. But it is a very it's a very sweet sitcom.
Okay.
So
Where is it playing? Netflix, Hulu?
no, Prime. You can watch it on Amazon Prime.
How many seasons?
5
of the
seasons.
live action.
Of the live action, 5.
There was a spinoff.
There was a cartoon
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the
and
show
animated,
ended,
yeah,
and then they were like, "Let's continue this, but then let's make it
cartoony.
cartoony."
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Okay. Joining in. What's up, Jay Boyd?
Hey boy,
What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Patrick says my favorite TV show is What We Do in the Shadows. It's vulgar, funny vampires.
Yes.
The What We Do in the Shadows show is incredible.
Yes, I do. I no longer have Hulu. I should bundle everything together.
Yeah, because you can do the
Everything
Disney
bundle
Plus.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Disney
Plus.
Plus, Max,
I think
Hulu,
they throw in ESPN in there for some
porn.
reason.
You porn, ESPN. Because yeah, I'm big into the sports balls.
I love how it's just cable with extra steps now.
It is.
Like,
That's all it is. It's
and I remember
It's cable with you accessing every fucking aspect of my life. So the cable companies don't already have every bit of information about me.
I was watching something on CBS. I think it was either some police procedural or something, and then they showed an ad for Yellowstone because they were like, "We're showing you Yellowstone live on cable." I'm like, "Really? This is where we're going with this now?"
Mhm.
Okay, fine.
No, but I had Paramount. I had the Paramount app, and I couldn't watch Yellowstone. They're like, "Oh, you can't access it from Paramount." I'm like,
I
"What?"
can access the Paramount show
From Paramount.
on
I'm like,
Paramount Plus.
the reason why I wanted to get Paramount Plus was because of, well, 2 things. Star Trek Discovery Season 1 and 2, Strange New Worlds, and then all the Lower Decks.
Hmm.
And that was a tough sell for me. Lower Decks was a tough sell because it's mostly comedic. But I was like, oh shit.
Have you seen this, Jack? Lower Decks?
Only in here. I've seen it. Yeah.
I was like you when it was first announced. I was skeptical because I was like, is this gonna just shit all over Star Trek? No, it's in fact like a loving tribute to the show while also simultaneously being hilarious. Because of course you got to like look at it and make fun of it a little bit, but they really do a good job of that line where it's a lot of character based comedy, and then just excels. I'm mad that it's ending.
Did they reference the other shows?
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Strange New World, they had a crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And the people who do the voices, which is Jack Quaid and I forget her name. What is Mariner? Beckett Mariner. Beckett Mariner. Is it Beckett Mariner?
But they did crossover, and their voices
there you
were
go.
the ones who played them.
And
yeah.
Those old scientists, TOS, the original series, they called it Star Trek TOS.
Yeah. Yeah, the character was Beckett.
Beckett Mariner is Tawny Newsome.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's, for one, that's one of the best episodes
oh my
of
God,
Strange
yeah.
New Worlds. And it shows you that they translate the characters very well into live action. So I'm like, because it's not a Star Trek show that is out of continuity either. Like it actually fits in within the whole narrative that all the shows have already established, and it fits in really well. And it shows that that these characters could probably make an appearance again somewhere.
And the really cool thing is Lower Decks. It's on the SS Cerritos and USS Cerritos. Sorry. And
put some respect on the ship.
Yeah, there you go. And that ship is California class, and their specialty is second Contact.
Yeah. Right.
Which is, you have the Enterprise, which makes First Contact, and then you have the Cerritos who makes Second Contact, which is, then they're like, it's really important.
Enterprise does all the special shit.
Yeah.
These guys do all the paperwork.
Yeah, they do the paperwork and get all the, T's crossed.
They iron out the details.
Yeah. And, they go down there, and the second in command of the Cerritos is voiced by Jerry O'Connell, who is married to Rebecca Romaine, who is number 1 on Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, right.
So
Oh,
you never noticed that, did you?
no, I didn't.
Bam!
Well, so my knowledge on Star Trek is very small, other than like the original TV show. If I want to start watching if I want to start watching new Star Trek in general, where do I start?
Start on Discovery.
Discovery. Okay.
Do Discovery seasons 1 and 2, and then no more.
Okay.
Don't do anything else.
Cap it at the first 2.
Cap it at the first 2 because it gets really. I mean, it's preachy in season 1 and 2, and you're like, wow, they're really jamming a whole shitload of stuff down my throat. But season 3, if you start watching that, you're like, I really want to scream because I'm not going to tell you what happens, but just you'll be like, no, because this is too much. And then go to Strange New Worlds, and then go to Lower Decks.
Right. Okay.
And you can do Lower Decks concurrently with Strange New Worlds. And if you want to go into the original stuff,
That's what I was gonna say.
go to Enterprise. Enterprise, Scott Bakula, just skip through that.
You went first.
I would, yeah, absolutely. Mainly because I love it got crapped on so much when it was on, and it was on the UPN, which was Channel 9. Upin.
Which is that now CW? Is that now CW?
I have no idea what it is now. It used to be
Because it was that then WB. Oh, I think
it was Channel 9.
Okay.
Because remember, Channel 9 used to be WWOR. Actually, back in the 70s, it was just WOR because they couldn't afford that extra W. So it was just WOR, and then we had WPIX, which picks. That was Channel 11. They were the like the rerun channels, and then the goddamn, what do you call them?
And that's where they regulated that Star Trek show too? Enterprise?
Relegated, Enterprise to the UPN, which had Homeboys in Space. Yeah, go ahead, look up Homeboys in Space. That's how much fucking disrespect the UPN got. Homeboys in, there you go.
In outer space.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, it's
What?
legit. Yeah.
I thought you were making that up, bro, and you looked me right in my eye and was like, "Yep, this is real."
I looked you right in that because you're thinking this, but yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
I was like, was there a character I'm missing from fucking Star Trek Enterprise that was Homeboy in space?
Yeah. He always had a uniform. Uniform down to his ass.
God.
Who was in there? That was
never heard of this show.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Flex, Daryl M. Bell, Rhonda Bennett, Kevin Richardson in a live action role? What? Okay. James Doohan.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, wow, I'm checking this shit out.
I have no idea where the hell you're gonna find this one.
It's got to be on YouTube.
But there was
somebody got to be like, you need to see this bullshit.
There was another show called Quark, Quark, with Richard Benjamin, and it was a garbage scale in space. Quark. No, not Quirk.
Wait,
Quark. Quark.
Quark. Quark.
Quark TV show.
TV show.
There you go.
Quark the Sixth.
Swear to God, that's Richard Benjamin, man. That's legit.
1977.
Yep.
Creator. Oh, okay. This seems interesting.
Created by Buck Henry.
Co-creator of Get Smart.
Yeah, and Buck Henry used to host Saturday Night Live in the first 5 years. He was like
a reoccurring.
Yeah, he did it like 3 or 4 times. So yeah, this is a weird show. There's so many weird, but that was a garbage. It was a garbage scow in space.
Really? That's what.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
An interstellar garbage scow. Yeah, there you go.
This seems. I love shows like this too, like one season's like one and done type
Yeah.
deals, and then they turn out to actually be gems.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Police Squad. Oh my God. Yeah.
like usually they turn out to be shows where I'm like, why didn't this continue?
Because it was too funny, or it was
It was either too funny or too bad.
It
Some
was
shows.
really god awful. Yeah. Actually, before Comedy Central became Comedy Central and was the Comedy Channel, they used to have all these sitcoms that relegated to the shit heap of television.
So like just the worst of the worst.
Oh my
like
God.
the My Mother the Car type
yeah,
shit.
that type of stuff. Actually, My Mother the Car ran for like 2 or 3 seasons, if
Just
I'm not
one.
mistaken. Just one?
Just one.
All right.
Jack, you ever heard of that show?
No.
This was
Jerry
My Mother the-
Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke's brother. It's a 1-season show,
Luther from Coach.
and it is literally this guy's mother comes back from beyond the grave, not as a ghost, as a car. As a car. And it's so bad.
Was it set in Detroit?
No, it's
No,
like,
it was not.
it's
So
like she-
how the fuck did
it's-
she get there?
it's the weirdest fucking premise.
She was
dude.
going up there, a plane hit her, she went down, and the parabolic arc took her to Detroit, where she was on the assembly line.
It is literally one of the strangest shows because it's got that like 60s quirky like happy-go-lucky type show, but then there's just this really odd paranormal element
Very,
to it.
very dark. Like,
Like
if I could come back, I would come back as a car, because nothing bad ever happens. You're not taking that hussy down the street to the drive-in, are you, Marvin?
you know, I've always thought that this would be one of the funniest shows to like adapt now, but do it completely in like
Straight?
a parody sense. Because I've always wanted to see, because the show was actually created by the guys who did the Munsters.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, this is the same creators.
Yeah.
So I always thought it'd be very funny because I'm a big fan of Phil Lord and Chris Miller. I like when they take their spins, like what they did with 21 Jump
Mhm.
Street. I always thought it'd be funny for them to do an adaptation of this show, but play it so ridiculously straight, but make it work. Because I'm like, I challenge you to make something that bad work. Make My Mother the Car work. I dare you. Like, it's just so stupid. I dare you. And I want them to be like, challenge accepted. And then we hear about My Mother the Car new season in like 2027. I just
Only on Paramount Plus.
and then maybe CBS later when we feel like airing episodes. There was a comment that I wanted to highlight from Silver Knight Kyle. He's going through it right now. He's trying to get back to the lighter side. Last few weeks, his mom passed away unexpectedly. Needed the laugh again. Perfect time for a stash show. So,
Oh, Kyle, I'm so sorry.
so
I'm
sorry for your
deepest
loss, bud.
condolences.
Big time, man. You can message me anytime, dude. You
Me
got
too.
my info. If you need anything, dude. Just wanted to say that because he had put it there, and I was like, I don't want to just ignore that. I'm so sorry for your loss, buddy. Oh wait, we're getting some. He's telling me about some other unbelievable shows.
My own worst enemy, huh?
My
Wow.
Own Worst Enemy with Christian Slater only ran 9 episodes. Great thriller.
That was the whole name of it. My own worst enemy with Christian Slater.
That's the whole show.
that's
And
yeah,
it's Christian Slater playing a version of himself.
or actually just Christian Slater following you around, just like fucking with your
I'm
stuff.
trying to play this kid, Christian Cortez.
Yes.
And I'm trying to figure it out.
Let me tell you a little something about Christian Cortez.
Silver Knight Kyle is doing the crossover with My Mother the Car. My Mother the Car 54, where are you?
About 3 minutes back, I went that when we were talking about My Mother the Car.
Oh my
and
God.
I said something about it being like three
Three seasons.
long. I was like, oh shit, that was Car 54. Where are you? That's why I went
Car
like that.
54, where are you?
Yeah, that was actually Al Lewis and
I used to love that
Fred Gwynn.
on TV Land. That was a
Yes.
great show.
so-
Their son was the Knight Rider.
oh my god, like the Knight Rider from Mad Max.
Oh my God.
That would be so much better. Knight Rider, you look at him when you look up into the night sky.
Oh my God. So
My mother,
good.
the self-driving Tesla. Hello, Stuart.
Stuart coming in here with the gem. Oh God! Thanks, fellas. Of course. Her daughter was Christine. I love everybody lampooning this show too because it's so. My Mother the Car, for as bad as it is, for whatever reason, it's very easily accessible. Like all the episodes are online somewhere. Like you can easily watch it, probably through Shout Factor or something. And it's just remarkable to me what networks were spending money on and how nothing has changed. Like we're still doing
that is not
crazy,
true.
Crazy, ridiculous.
I'm going to say one thing, and I want you to refute me.
Okay.
If you can, because I don't think you really can.
Let's see.
I think Hollywood ran out of ideas in about 2000, the year 2000. So they've been regurgitating everything. So everything's a remake.
Well, nothing is truly original.
Well, that I've heard that since I was like 6.
A kid, yeah.
Since I was 6 and like ripping off my ideas, doing my fanfic for, whatever. My fanfic for I Dream a Genie. And Michael lived happily. Michael
at the secret stash.
And Mike is not a dick like Tony Nelson, and he will do all the shit he wants to do with her.
I like the idea that you actually have a fanfic.
At 6 years old. And I watched her wash her hair because that's what I think is sexy at 6 years old.
I don't know better.
It's gonna be an awkward conversation with my father.
Oh my God.
So I don't think that there's been anything really quite like jarring. Like, let's do something
like hugely original.
Yes, everything has been takes on everything else.
I mean, you know what's really
And
funny?
so many
Because you
remakes.
said 2000, the first show that literally popped into my mind because of that was Futurama. And while yes, Futurama is a wholly original show, it still lives and dies on very, very familiar and
Of course.
established tropes.
Yes, of course it
And
does.
it also pays tribute to them at the same time.
Yes, and it walks that very fine line. But it's
not wholly original.
No, it is not. And even the robot, I can show you pictures of the comic book where Matt Groening ripped off Bending Rodriguez.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, and 2000 is your cutoff. Like,
Yeah, I figured 2000 is just about when they were like, well, we're out of ideas. Let's just remake everything.
have you ever seen? Well, you know what? This would be a question for both of you. Have you ever seen? Well, something that like struck you as just whoa! I've never thought of that, or would have never expected that as a TV show. It like an original thing.
Not since 2000. I mean, think about it.
I like this commitment to the bit.
Yeah. Well, Buffy the Vampire Slayer was wholly original, but that came out in 1997 or 98.
I like how there is like actual proof to this. Like I'm literally thinking of. Well, I now have to sift through almost 30 years of television.
Of course you do.
But I'm like, well, yeah.
I mean, there are spins on
familiar things.
Familiar things like Veronica Mars. What a great! Oh no, that's Nancy Drew, all grown up. Yeah,
I was gonna say Supernatural, but then
Supernatural. That's the Brothers Grimm, and yes, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Damn it!
Yeah, I can't think of one. Can?
And you know what? There probably is, and I'm just like it's.
And you're overlooking it? No, not really. I mean, NCIS. It's a procedural. It's the same as everything else. And don't get me wrong. I think NCIS is superior to most of the other procedurals.
I like this. What Carl's saying. So Mike, what you're saying is Y2K was real. It just stopped original. Well, he said movies, but TV.
Original thought. How about that?
After Y2K, it wasn't just wiping out computers; it wiped out the original aspect.
Yes, it's entirely possible that that's what it did. Or AI. People got into making, just got lazy.
That's so strange. But I mean, I think that it more so. I think it more so goes to the point of like not necessarily that there's no originals anymore, as more as it is just kind of there. And it's that quote that you were like, I've heard that since I was a kid. I think it's more of that than truly.
What? There's no truly original ideas. Well,
because like you can trace back like any kind of character, even in comic books, or like to archetypes that have existed for thousands upon thousands of years.
Sure.
Like even the Justice League, like just
that's the
main
pantheon.
Yeah, it's the pantheon of
Greek gods.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's just passing down.
Yes.
In new characters stepping into these familiar roles and tropes and new shows. And
very
movies.
true.
And
but we're not even like trying to repackage it anymore.
No, now it's becoming very oblivious where it's like, oh, we're just going to blatantly just redo it or do this again. Like the biggest example that I just saw in the trailer just released for it was the new How to Train Your Dragon, the live action one. They're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Why do you need that?
Yeah.
See,
Right?
I'm with you on that. I'm always like, why? Well, animation is the superior thing. Like you can do anything in animation. Why remake something in live action? And
where it's all going to be CGI anyway. Which is, let's think about this. It's jumped up animation.
And then I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, that's why. Because it actually does seem really cool.
I'm sure it does.
Written and directed by the original animation director.
Oh wow!
He was like, I wanted to revisit the world and tell it from a different perspective, and I was like, okay, because the trailer actually does look dope, but the characters are like the CGI dragons; they look the same. I'm like, they're that. In that regard, I can understand the argument of like, why did you do this? I think that with that franchise in particular, it just kind of falls into the rule of cool. Like, it just looks cool.
I gotcha.
That happens sometimes.
I'm gonna throw one thing out there, and this is I'm just gonna chuck this grenade out in the middle for everybody to think about until next week.
You ready for this?
This is no, we're gonna spark some debate. We're not gonna get through all of it tonight because we're gonna hear a lot of shit from people. From our 4 listeners. So here it is.
Stop it. These are 4 passionate listeners.
Very passionate men. 4 passionate men with nothing better to do on a Wednesday night. Well, there you go. Their shits and fucks are not. So here we go. They said that Star Wars is now toxic, and they scrubbed one of the Star Wars movies that was on the docket for
the chopping block.
Yeah. So they're like, fuck it. So now Disney has gone and stirred up the pot of Star Wars so much that they can't even make this movie. So Disney's fucked up things before,
and will continue to.
Disney will continue to fuck things up, but. Well, let's discuss that. I mean, how true do you think that statement is?
That Disney fucked up Star Wars, or will continue to do?
No, that they have fucked up Star Wars enough to make it that people are like, fuck Star Wars.
I don't think that's true at all, to be quite honest with you. I think that have they made questionable Star Wars shows? 110%. But at the end of the day, you will still always have those original films and the original prequels.
Oh yeah, we'll always have them.
And you'll always have the extended continuity of things that like Disney just kind of
however
wrote over.
And not just that, but Lucas also wrote over. I mean, because we didn't need to see Jabba the Hutt in A New Hope, did we?
No.
Then why fucking do it there, George Lucas? Just to stroke your own ego? Yes, you did. So
there's, honest to God though, like the past few Star Trek shows,
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Trek, sorry. Star Wars shows have not really hit for me. I loved Obi-Wan. I loved the Obi-Wan show.
I enjoyed Obi-Wan.
I enjoyed it, and up to a point. But here's my problem with Obi-Wan. Why go back to the well? Why did he have to go to Princess Leia, who she couldn't have said something like, instead of like, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. How about you help my father in during the Clone Wars? How about, and you just
There could have
go
been
someplace
different-
else.
You were like, there's another area to explore
Yeah.
than just
Don't go
this
back
guy
to.
rescuing a kid.
He could have rescued a kid. It just didn't have to be, Leia Organa. You know what I mean? That's like shit. They're trying to make it so that he has an obligation. How about Yoda gets in touch with him and is like, help this person you must, you fucking coward. Because what's he doing? He's hiding. He's not helping Luke out at all.
Please, voice actors out there, please just dub that. I want to hear that. That's my new ringtone. I'm with Stuart. I thought Andor was fucking awesome.
I did not like Andor.
You didn't like Andor?
I did. I thought it was, first off, I don't want to root for this scumbag. I didn't like Andor I wasn't supposed to like him in Rogue One.
No, but at the same time, like Rogue One,
I understood
setting up something dark from the jump. Like you knew that these were not going to be characters who lived on. Like the idea of listen, Rogue One is based on one sentence in the original crawl, which I love. I think that that's a dope idea. And Rogue One is probably the best Disney Star Wars movie.
But then let me ask you a question. Why bring him in at all? Why do we need to see his backstory? For what reason? What possible reason? Because it doesn't go anywhere. We know where it ends.
Listen,
why do I have to see where it begins? I don't.
I'm gonna hide behind the rule of cool on this one.
All right, well,
it's just awesome.
I personally didn't think it was all that great, and Skarsgård, just because he wanted a paycheck, he's like, Daddy Skarsgård wants a paycheck. Give me one.
I don't know, man. Well, to the point of, did Disney ruin Star Wars? No, I don't think so. I think that they were misguided for quite a while. I think that especially if we're different facets, okay? We have the spin-off shows that are its own thing. Then you have the sequel trilogy, which is its own thing. Then apparently these solo movies, these new trilogies that they're making. There's a lot in development. Star Wars is going to be with us for a while. With the sequels, I am not really a fan of their trajectory. I mean, I swear to God, I've still yet to have seen Rise of Skywalker. And
no kidding.
I don't want to. There's everything I've heard about that just sounds abysmal. But then in that same breath, I am excited for Skeleton Crew. I cannot wait to see what that show.
I don't know about that. That's what makes me pause and just because that's Jude Law, right?
Yes, it's Jude Law playing a Jedi that we don't know about yet. I don't think there's a confirmed description of who exactly he's playing.
And when is this?
This takes place timeline wise. It's before.
Because how do you disseminate what era you're in? Because technology is our benchmark, correct?
Mm-hmm.
For us. But that's the horse and buggies. What are you gonna say? It's the old, Rancor and shit splodwin.
It's easy to identify our time period.
Yeah.
Whereas with Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
it all, for all intents and purposes, looks the same throughout its thousands of years of history. This takes place
so we've got
around the same time as season 1 of Mandalorian.
Okay, so season 1, so 5 years after the Empire fell.
Okay.
Actually, is that 5, 6 years? Maybe 6 years after the Empire fell, because 9 years after the Battle of Yavin.
Patrick also hit it right on the money. There was way too much. Too quickly.
And I'll tell you, you're absolutely right, Patrick, because 2 things. One, Mandalorian should have been its own thing.
Yeah.
Should never have crossed over into Boba Fett, or you absorb Boba Fett into the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do think Boba deserved a solo outing. I just don't think it should have been the Book of Boba Fett.
No, it should have been something much cooler. Although I liked Chris Anton.
It was supposed to be a James Mangold original movie. That was the original plan. Is that Boba Fett was supposed to have his own solo movie, and I think Solo destroyed that that prospect of another.
So you are saying that there was some destruction on the Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Solo was awful.
Bombed.
So it sure did, because I mean, I tried to watch it. I've never even seen it. I watched the first 5 minutes. It was like watching. What I got, it was like watching a car chase in Newark.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And
that's such a good description. Wait
like,
a minute.
So
That's great.
It's like watching a car chase in Newark.
and it was just it was like there was nothing going for it. And I was like, okay. And personally, I love me some Donald Glover. I think he's fantastic. I don't think he should have been Lando. I don't think they should have made younger, characters. Don't go backwards, go forwards.
I agree with that. Especially with time is the greatest enemy of all of this. It's like we already had greatness, and it was in that original trilogy, and leave it there. Like nobody is going to ever play Luke Skywalker again, nor should they, because that's where I'm afraid we're heading. Is we're going to enter territory where they're just going to be like new Luke, new Leia, new Solo.
We don't need we don't need any of the
Absolutely
Skywalkers.
not. I don't need that again. Like I don't need that at all.
You had it.
We had it.
We had it. Just like that's what I'm saying is like Leia as a little kid.
But that's different because we had never seen her on screen with that. Like at that age we hadn't seen little.
She had like 2-3 teeth. She had that Gavin whatever those teeth were messed up. I was like, whoa.
Kid.
I know, but still. Hygiene in fucking space. Dental hygiene, for God's sakes. And she was kind of a dick to Obi-Wan, which kind of pissed me off. It's like, dude, he's trying to help you out, and you're just running. He's already proven that he saved you from these people. I didn't understand the logic. And also, the kidnapping scene was pure shit. It was absolute garbage. Because he was an absolute piece of shit. Because she, I know they did some amazing editing around that to make her seem, I don't know, smart.
Let me ask you this then, Mike. And Jack, you as well. I don't know how much you know personally about the original continued line of stories, because when Disney bought Star Wars or Lucasfilm, there were sequels, there were things that continued the stories, but they were books, comics, and other things.
Timothy Zahn being the guy who was like master of doing all those. Shadows of the Empire. What the hell else was in there? Heir to the Empire. That's where we got Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh yeah,
that's where characters like that come from. And then, you know what? I'll throw it out to you guys in the audience as well. Do you think that was a mistake, kind of paving over that material and not working with what it was?
Well, you mean the whole Luke and Han having Leia and Han having twins? Yeah. Although Luke and Han having twins would have been quite fetching too, because they're aliens, right? No, but if you had, if they both had,
that's a cool question.
Or let's say they made that canon and Leia and Han's twins.
And then there was Luke. Who was Luke's?
Mara Jade, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mara Jade.
And
who was Force sensitive, and she was an assassin, wasn't she? She used to work for the Empire.
I believe so.
So yeah, why not?
That's what I always wonder. Is like, I know the urge was strong, of course, to just kind of create your own path within this. I know they bought it lock, stock, and barrel, but you get gifted this franchise. Like, I mean, Lucas had the idea to sell to Disney, and they're just like, hey, here's everything that's in development, and we're just like, no.
But that's corporate.
Yes, but I don't know.
Everything is going to be done by committee, not by a single person.
True.
unless you're Kevin Feige or Dave Filoni or
if you're in the creative
John
team of
Favreau.
Star, if
Right.
you're in the creative team of Star Wars,
or Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy.
I don't know. I just with it, I hope that they have been listening because I'm excited to see what comes out, and I'm excited to see what they can do in that world because the world of Star Wars is wonderful and vast and open for interpretation and storytelling. Do I necessarily want to see another fucking Skywalker saga? No,
No one does.
I just want stories in that world. I love it. But there's limits too. Like I don't want to see a Han Solo effort. Like I don't need that. I like the idea of focusing on original new characters. Like Mandalorian was the first great step in that. And I'm like,
You don't think Padme can come back as my mother, the X-wing?
I'm done. I'm
Really?
fucking done.
Really? No, that
I'm
would have been
out of
awesome.
here because I love that idea and I hate that I love that idea. I hate that I like that.
Aunt Beru, the light speeder. Come on, the land speeder. That'd be awesome.
I feel so defeated right now.
Oh, come on. I never mean to defeat you.
No, defeated in the way of like, why do I like that so much? Like actively, I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, wait, how does that actually? No, that it could be a force such a. No, Christian, shut up. It's a terrible idea. Oh my god, I'm just
Luke,
this is so good.
Luke, remember the swamp moon of Dagobah?
Oh my god, so great.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I thought they were making a Rogue Squadron movie. They were until it was zapped from the schedule. But that's also the thing that I think people need to realize that just because something's removed from a schedule doesn't necessarily mean it's dead. It's dead if it never fucking happens. But sometimes it's just going back into development. So like
Development hell.
development. hell.
Actually, that reminds me, everybody, if you want to read something really cool, and I would love to have him on, F. Paul Wilson, one of my favorite writers, Dr. F. Paul Wilson. He lives in Ocean. He wrote a book back in 1984 called The Tomb, which he's retitled as Rakoshi.
Mhm.
That's the name of it. It's awesome. It's got a character named Repairman Jack.
I like that.
And, oh my God, he's just Repairman Jack. And yeah,
Wait, I think you've talked about this before.
I have. And they actually did a comic book over at IDW, I think, about it. And they never went further with it. And this has been in development hell for like the past 35 years.
Oh, my
I know. It's like, come on. And he could have been Reacher. So much. Actually, it could have been cooler than Reacher. Because I love the shows, but I read the book and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Do you know the term development hell? Jack? You ever heard that term before? Development hell is things that just seem to be forever in a state of it's coming. It's basically what Ghostbusters 3 was for years.
Oh yeah.
That's development hell.
Right.
Where it's just like, yeah, we're making it. 30 years later, we made it.
Yeah, right.
Although that was good. I mean, but they could have had Harold really in it.
Yeah,
so.
they could have, but then people were kicking their feet. But that's development hell. It's just things that take absurdly long
Like
to get made.
when Harold Ramis and Bill Murray are having an argument for 20 years,
Yeah.
that part of it. And Dan Aykroyd can't do shit because here are two strong-willed guys who won't fucking just say you're sorry. Oh, well.
But there's a lot of things that are like stuck in or were stuck in that. Bill and Ted was one of those films where the new one
Mhm.
was like they were like we're going to make that, and then 20 yeyears later they were like, yeah, we're doing it. And then there were just people who were like, oh, perfect. Then the pandemic happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the development hell is vast. There's so many projects that get sucked up into that. And to be quite honest with you, Blade is one of those projects
Yeah.
for me right now, where it is a film that Marvel just moved from its release schedule to go back into development. But Feige is committed to doing it. He's set on record. He's like,
Mhm.
we're going to do Blade. just not in this timeline of what we're planning right now. Because he's like Mahershala is great as the character, and he's committed to bringing that vision. While the rumor is also that Wesley is going to come back
on the strength of Deadpool, Wolverine. Yeah. So yeah,
which I'm like, all right, dope. Now bring us Gambit, you cowards.
Yeah. No, they're thinking about that one too. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and we're gonna make some gamboos. Yes, that's what it's so. Oh
my god. It was actually a little too good.
Thank you. You can always get me to do a voiceover, folks. So
this is true. This is why you're going to be in my project.
Damn straight.
Forever and ever. I think that's where we're going to wrap up today's episode of Live.
So, folks,
Stash. Thank you so
much.
We
know you're going to keep talking about this while we're gone. So,
110%.
Well, you should, because bring it back to us next time. Tell me what you think of the Star Wars.
Y'all
no, like I was rubbing off on me, not in a good way. Folks, that's awesome.
Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, before we go, promo one more time. What's going on here? Santa Bob.
Oh, Santa Bob. Yeah, come for your pictures. Santa Bob. Go to thesecretstashonline.com and get your tickets there. There are links for you to get your tickets. Jack, what do you got going on?
Literally nothing other than being here
and
being at Collingswood on Sunday
and shitting and fucking.
Yeah,
not in that order.
That's right. That's what he said.
If you want to come say hi, come check out Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. Where's the address?
65 Broad Street, Red Bank, New Jersey, 07701. Also, like I said, we're sending out an email blast on Friday night, so we're going to break down what our holiday season looks like. So look for that in your email. Don't and check out your spam folder too.
Make sure
your spam folder don't get enough love, folks. I mean that.
I'll end on this from Silver Knight Kyle. Santa Bob for apples. How do you like them apples? Good night, everybody.
I don't get it.
Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's the Hella Bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat, and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs, cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bringing out the big guns when we coming through.